Stadium, Baton Rouge. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Levin. Out wide right, it's Green. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Under pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Right side, it's Pringle. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Mensa on the move. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Makes the grab inbounds. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. Thrust that arm out. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throwing, Mensa. Moving out to the right. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many.
Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Here he comes with the return. Hits him with a stiff arm. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. LSU right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out wide right, it's Green. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Second down, gonna throw it. Wilson open on the right side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his tight end. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Second and long here. On the move, it's Fletcher. Hard running there. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Drives inside. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there. It's third and short, and they're expecting the run. They're able to penetrate, crease the O-line, get into the backfield, and make a big stop, now setting up fourth down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently nowadays going forward on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Levin. Out wide left, it's Durham. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Green. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's It's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Into the end zone for 6. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. On the return, it's Compton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Mensah. Look out. Snags it down the right side. He's loose. He's at the top. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Levin. Oh, pressure's coming. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Mensah. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Bringing it back. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Lost a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive is the end around. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense might bring the house here. Rush right in his face. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Going over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Rush is on. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Levin. Under pressure. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with a look at Louisiana, taking on the number 25 team, the UNLV Rebels. And it's the Ragin' Cajuns with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season.
This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
And the Canes line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Swamped immediately.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Look out! And down he goes.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hits the hole. It's Fletcher. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Inside the 35. There he goes to the right. All the way. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Oh, pressure's coming, and he avoids the sack.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. LSU quick to the line. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
2nd down to the air. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, it's Green. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're all over it. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Moving the pocket, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
He's changing the play. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the 3rd quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Follows his blocks. It's Fletcher. All over him immediately.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can shoot.
Looking to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rush right in his face. Finds a man on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the...
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Back has it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury's not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gets the back moving. Snaps on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. LSU right back to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. He's got him in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Breaks the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Plows his way ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for. He's got it way down the field. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. LSU quick to the line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Rushes on. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd down play from the gun. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. To the air, it's Levitt. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run, and they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here's Mensah to throw. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the run, it's Pringle. Defense all over it. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about